Hello everyone, welcome back my people. Wahala no never finish for this hour, Nigeria. And today's story e go shake table well well because as e be now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has officially opened up for the very first time on when Nnamdi Kanu will be released from Sokoto Prison. Yes, my people, you heard me clearly. The long silence don't break. Stay with me because what I uncover today go shock you, go challenge you, and it might even change the political landscape ahead of 2025 and 2026. Interesting days, my people. So, according to the latest information reaching us, President Tinubu reportedly revealed that a specific date has been set for release of the IPOB leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been held under high security detention in Sokoto. This update dey scatter social media, dey divide political camps and even dey raise question across the southern east, Aso Rock and the international communities. The big question now is why now? Why Sokoto and why is this new update coming now? Make I break everything down for una. From what we gather, a closed door security briefing reportedly held in Abuja between the presidency, top military chiefs and selected Southeast stakeholders. During that meeting, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu legally stated that Nnamdi Kanu will be released on a specific date tied to national security reviews and ongoing peace negotiations. According to the source, the government is looking for a political resolution, something that even some senior northern politicians are supporting for the first time. A document of reportedly circulating internationally and internally suggests that the release date is tied to a fresh de-escalation plan for security and insecurity in the southeast. One major senior official legally said the president has agreed to timeline the result and reverse of Nnamdi Kanu will be excluded once the final security review is completed. My pipo, di mata no be small one at all. Dis is di first time a timeline has been mentioned publicly or privately. Why dis matters political implication? Make we no lie o, if dis report holds water e go shake everywhere. Here is why. One of it is that the southeast de ten tion fit reduce dramatically. Business, travel and political activists can normalize again. Tinubu 2027 strategy fit dey involved. Many analysts believe that the presidency want to win back the southeast or at least subtle hostility. Three, the international pressure don increase. US, UK and ECOWAS lawmakers have been asking questions about prolonged de ten tion without political resolution. Four, internal politics dey shift. Even governors wey no dey talk before are now appealing for peace. Dis move, if truly confirmed, fit reset the entire national conversation on justice, in conclusion and regional balance. Social media don react o, na you know Nigeria no dey eva dey take laugh and dey need the door. As expected, Nigeria no gree keep quiet. See some of the reaction flying everywhere. Chukwuka the analyst write, if dis release date is true, den the president finally understand what justice means. Area voice talk say we want peace in southeast. If releasing Kanu will help, den let it happen. Nigeria must move forward. Naija vibes come talk say come add another one, dis one sweet me die. Say Tinubu knows 2027 is around the corner. Dis one na political chess move, una dey see am. Tinubu now don know say election dey corner. If e no release Nnamdi Kanu, election go dey very tough for am because the southeast and the South are not full in support of what is happening in Nigeria today. So after this, another person go add another one say, come talk say, after all the suffering, finally a dead. We hope it is not another audio promises. My people, as you can see, Nigeria get mixed feeling, excitement, suspicions, hope, fear, everything there. And dis development dey come just days after renewed call from southeast leaders, including regional bodies and some elder statement urging the government to adopt a political solution to end all what is happening and to end sit-at-home crisis. So all dis appears to be connected together. My people, make I no talk lie, make I talk my own mind small. If dis release date is genuine, den we dey make another development for Nigeria and we dey enter a new chapter in Nigeria. But as Nigeria who don see promise come and go, I dey watch with my own one eye to see wetin dey happen for dis country, because we don too see promise. The politician go promise us and at the end they will not do what they promise to do, they promise to fulfill. They will be saying another thing, and Nigeria were just tired, because the problem is just like a Nollywood TV right now. Because dis matter no be beans. Negotiation, security reviews, political timing, everything dey involved. But once things are sure and once things are alright, Nigeria will be a peaceful place. Nigeria will be a better place than a divided Nigeria. So my people, over to una now. Do you believe dis release date go hold? Is dis a political move or a genuine step towards peace? Drop your thought in the comment section. I dey read una comment and I dey very curious to read what una dey suggest and wetin una dey talk. Please let me allow you people to watch dis video to the end so you understand what is going on, and like, subscribe for more updates. Please stay tuned.
Decide if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dey for Sokoto State con lie, you no go too sharp for the country's security awareness or security well-being. If you know, you know. I no wan go in depth into am. Na wetin Alex Oti dey tell am in dey brief am for this particular meeting. Tell am say as e dey be o, and Tinubu himself fully understood the conversation in its plain form. He still understand where Alex Oti dey drive to, gradually and straightforward. Okay. After telling him about the health conditions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he told him about a political solution. You as a president now, we respect you, and we respect you at your presidency and your office. You have the power to a political settlement and a political solution. He can propose a step-by-step plan. So it's one thing to meet the president, tell him, say, I beg, give us a political settlement. Another thing for you to meet him, come propose the plan step by step. And the responses will come from Bola Tinubu, come give us hints where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. We'll come back to that. So let's continue the conversation. So Alex Oti gave him a step-by-step plan. Private talks, conditions, phased release or supervised freedom in break and down for Bola Tinubu. So say as you as a president, you can do it. Even the president of USA recently granted clemency to a man convicted, a former president of a country in Southern America. I've forgotten his name right about now. But why making this edit? If I remember, I'll put the article right now on your screen so you can see the president that Donald Trump granted clemency as of last week. Tell us, say you can do it too. You get the power to grant clemency to anybody where they be before your table. Everything where they here, they up to you as the number one citizen of this country. Alex Otis come tell and say, see the political benefits where it will give you if you can do this thing for Nnamdi Kanu. You have done something big for the whole of the Southeast. You've done something big for the whole of Southeast ahead of the 2027 circle. He didn't use election as the case may be. He used the word circle. He said if you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, It will put you on a very good standpoint and a goodwill in the Southeast books. And by doing so, it's going to reduce all forms of protest or risk where fear escalates if at any point anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the custody. It will also give you a credit as a peacemaker, both domestic and diaspora optics. So now, Alex Otti, a very smart person, he tell him three big benefits where this whole thing will give him if he can release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The one be say the Southeast will support him in the next cycle of political campaigns will go happen pretty soon. He will reduce any form of security unrest, and number two, and give him and make him a peacemaker both in the country and international space. At this particular point in time, Tinubu was still paying attention. Yes, Tinubu was still paying attention. He never began giving responses because of saying your responses now go tell us what did happen. So Alex Otti was breaking things down for him and how it be. That is the best way to go about it. Now you they meet the man, how you go propose, give him, outline every single thing for him, how he go be. Alex Otti can tell us you can also inform the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, tell us say CRCB look into this matter and look into the conversation because of say una two need to work hand in hand. You the president and the AGF needs to work hand in hand. You guys be like two different sides of a coin in this matter. If I meet you, I go still meet the AGF to look for a possible political solution. But now you now be the cocoa. Once you give the green light, once you make that call, every other thing will begin to follow suit and fall into play gradually. Hope you guys are paying attention, ba? Now wait see Alex Otti tell Tinubu. To wrap things off, Alex Otti can't tell Tinubu, say, see, me meeting you and having this conversation with you is not because I want to defect to the APC or because I want you to invite me to the APC. No, it's about Kanu 100%. Me living Abia State. Because yes, before he traveled, a day before, he had events in Abia State. And a day after, he also had events in Abia State. So Alex Otti had tight schedule, but he forced a meeting out from his very, very tight schedule. Intel Tinubu say, I'm not coming here because of I want to come to your party. I'm coming here because of goodwill. Now things begin sharp. Now we begin hear every single thing and begin know the plans of the government. What did Tinubu say? Let's start with his responses as stated by the aide. Tinubu first of all inform him say everything we want to discuss here should be on a low key till it's everything takes shape. Because first of all, I don't want to be pressured by the public because of this matter. Already, me as a president, I have a lot of things on my desk. Issues, they come up every single day, and issues, they happen every day. We will break them down. We want to break them down as we take Siam from this aid. But I think our own analysis to it. So Tinubu was saying he has a lot of things on his desk, but he wants the whole thing to be kept in private and make Alex Otti no get any form of expectations from the conversation we did hold. Tinubu can say, now, what's be the update on Nnamdi Kanu's legal issue? Alex Otti break down for them, say judgment has been passed, which Tinubu know already. But now they want to move into the appeal court. Tinubu can talk, say, okay, now you guys have two options now. It's either you put the appeal court process on hold and allow us to run this political settlement and see how far it can go. Because of, say, if this matter starts in the appeal court, we don't have the powers anymore to stop a judicial process. If this matter is being held in an appeal court, me, the president, I don't go one step into the appeal court to tell them, say, I beg, I'm going to hold or halt this trial because of, say, I want to settle this case politically. I cannot do that. It's either you guys wait for this political settlement to take shape, or you call off the appeal, or you can still continue with the appeal. Hope you guys are following. So in the bottom line is, if the appeal kicks off, political settlement will not be in the picture until the appeal is done. He cannot call off the appeal when political settlements don't start. Hope you guys are following, but Alex Oti, being a very smart man, got on and say, okay, I will speak to the lawyer, so I will speak to Aloy Ejimakor to know their own stance, because I myself, I'm not a legal practitioner. I'm here on the terms of political settlement, but the issue of appeal or legal stuff, I will need to consult people within that conversation. But before then, before I go even involve Aloy Ejimakor, I go want to know how the political settlement could be and how long will it take. How long will it take? Tinubu say no. The political settlement now, I feel give you clarity only if the appeal is called off or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu closes his case on the appeal. Hope you guys are paying attention. So now let's quickly do a very fast analysis here. If you pay attention, you're going to say this appeal where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu one go do, based on what the presidency they talk, and they prevent or you go prevent any form of political settlement, Abi? Very good. Now, they want them to call off this appeal so that political settlements can start or take shape. To me, the two can work simultaneously. The appeal can be on while you, as a president, go they make moves for a political settlement. These two can work hand in hand. Then whatever is the outcome of this appeal, you as a president can jump in or make you now the presidency start a settlement. May that settlement happen before an appeal can start. As the president of the country, you have the powers to do so, even today. So all these delays where they use appeal court process as a reason for, makes sense to me. What I'm thinking here is that they want to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from appealing. And you know what that means? If you stop him from appealing, you don't take away his right to appeal that case. Meaning, say, that life sentence would stand. Hope you guys are paying attention. Meaning, say, the life sentence will stand. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would never want to throw away his rights for an appeal because of, say, Tinubu use the mouth talk, say, political settlements will come into play. So this is very, very tricky. And the questions we Alex Oti they ask, they're very, very important. So he wants to know the timeline of this political settlement. And Tinubu said, no, political settlements would either happen or not, only if the appeal is not in the conversation, because you don't get the power as a president to call off a judicial process. So wait, see, be the timeline now. He don't use the mouth and give us a date. He don't use the mouth and give us a date when the presidency will be willing to jump into Nnamdi Kanu's political settlement. Let's discuss it now. From what Tinubu talk, we don't get the date. The date now will happen after an appeal court, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never want to push away his right for an appeal. So how will it happen? We know, say, later this month or late December, Nnamdi Kanu will settle the record of an appeal, the transcription of trial proceedings, evidence filings, and the rest. That one will happen later this year. Abi? Why on the 27th day of January of next year, the court go hears a motion on transfer, production of warrants, and the rest. That will happen on the 27th, which is next year. Why by February to March of next year, there will be a transmission of appeal record to the Court of Appeal of Nigeria, scheduling a first appeal hearing. It will happen between February and March. Why between April and June, first hearings at the Court of Appeal will take place, where arguments on conviction, sentencing, jurisdiction, procedural irregularities, fair trial concerns, etc. go take full shape. So now, we don't know, say from now till next year, June, nothing will happen politically. That is not even all. Why? Towards mid to late of next year, a judgment by Court of Appeal could possibly happen. That is to say, the judgment from the Court of Appeal will happen late 2026. So for wait till they calculate, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release will happen, political settlement, probably Don't take my words for it. I don't be prophet though. I don't be Tinubu or anything, but Tinubu don't use the mouth to give us hints. So settlement for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu probably will happen late 2026 based on the appeal court timeline. This man wants to work with the appeal court. He wants to work with their timeline, and they wait for answers. So we don't see, say, if the appeal court process kicks off now late next year, political settlements could happen. So let's say around November next year, now they feel release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu if they happen to push for this whole appeal. Okay? But now, before the appeal court process happens or kicks off, which, like we said, could happen between February or March, you as a president, you can call off this whole thing before the appeal court process starts. So now we have 2 dates. If Bola Tinubu jumps into the whole conversations now, which pressure they on his head, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released before the appeal court kicks off, which is around February or March next year, early next year. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release is happening early next year, between February or March, or between November and December next year. From calculations we don't see, and for waiting you use the mouth talk, there are 2 dates, between early next year or late next year. So if you ask me, I would say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release can happen around February of next year, or it can happen around November of next year. Now 2 dates where we don't see, where the president don't hint us on, he don't give us full clarifications on, and we don't know what they happen. We don't see him, and we don't know. And that is why Alex Otina is very, very calm. Ever since we met with Bola Tinubu, he don't be like say he come out his hand from the whole conversation. Like say he don't raise his hand up. He don't know when this release will happen, February or November. Now one thing we don't see, they're very clear. They're very clear for everybody to see. So you can take our words for it in this particular date frame. So what's going to happen before that whole time? Well, it's very, very simple. A lot of groups in the country will want the president to move fast. A lot of groups, a lot of Pan-African or Pan-Igbo groups in the country will ask for international bodies to jump in. And while making this video, we can know, say, as of yesterday, being the 9th of December, this popular Igbo group, or Haneze Igbo, they said they made a comment regarding Nnamdi Kanu's case. They sent letters to the USA regarding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. And for clarity, let me show you. This is coming from the Vanguard. And you can do your own research by yourself if you want to double check or fact check as it states. Igbo leaders call for urgent US intervention in Nigeria, condemn Nnamdi Kanu's life sentence. You're paying attention, but they don't even stop there. After writing to the US, they also called upon the UK government. They criticized the UK government 100%, say, you people don't mess up. Una own citizen is locked up in Nigeria, and una raise our hands up like say, nothing concern us, so we're not interested. And you as UK, Britain, can actually come into Nigeria and take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu away if you guys want it to happen that way, but no. So this Pan-African or Pan-Igbo group wrote to the UK government. What did they say? Make I show you. You failed your citizen. Pan-Igbo activists condemn UK government silence on Nnamdi Kanu's case. I don't see them. So all of these kind of things could they come up, because they brew up till February of next year, as we don't predict. So this is December, right? We have January and February. So we have like less than a month plus, or let's call it 2 months before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. But we know say plenty things will happen in this 2 months time frame. We're looking at February, sorry. We know say plenty things will happen within this time frame, and that's something maybe say everybody's supposed to follow and they pay attention to, based on what the presidency don't hint us on, asking for this appeal process. We don't get the first good news. Way there on the table. And that one is a very big and gigantic one. Which other news do we have for you? Well, you don't say. As of 2 days ago, yeah, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case was heard in the Federal High Court, which is Sokoto handle Abi. Surprisingly, you get one lawyer where nobody know who him be. You get one lawyer will appear before the Federal High Court acting on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That lawyer made a lot of mistakes in the court of law. He made too many rudimentary errors. Now we can say, talk, who be this lawyer and why is he making this kind of errors left, right, and center? We had to do some research on him to understand his background and to understand who he be, so that we can come out here and tell you firsthand, say, see what see the man way do this thing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we don't find details about him. Big details don't there about him, and that's something we say, I will advise you clearly to go and watch and to go and observe. So who be this man? Well, his name is Temdu Hassan, and in a video we will make yesterday, we don't categorically give out his identity. Not identity per se, his portfolio, where he came from, who sent him, and who in the work for. We don't put them out there for everybody to see, and as something we say you must watch and you must see him. Yes. So how can you watch the video if you're interested? Or don't worry yourself. If you click on our channel's logo, this logo you see right now on your screen, we get green, yellow, black, red, sky blue, and blue colors layered as A. And that logo will be that. If you click on that logo, it will take you to our page where you will see our videos we don't create. Yes, you will see our videos, and you will see a video titled, "We found the strange lawyer who represented Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law." And that video will be that. If you click on that video, you can watch them and you will see everything where they wait for you in this particular context of things. And for those of us who don't see that video, those of us who don't get time to click on our channel's logo and the rest, where can you watch the video? No worry, make I direct you to where you can get the video and watch it right about now. I'll leave a link to that particular update, that particular video right now on your screen. I need to show right now on your screen. This one way they see here. So click on this video to watch and understand. Click on this particular video and I'll see you on the other side of your screens. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and be blessed in everything you do.